Hey, young Metro don't trust you. I'm gonna shoot you.
On game, bang. And I'm
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And for this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my custom Xbox One Elite controller settings for Black Ops 4. If you guys could let me know down in the comment section right now if you guys actually have an Xbox Elite controller, that'd be greatly appreciated, man. I'm kind of curious to see how many of you guys are part of that Xbox Elite family. This controller is really high quality, and if you guys are on the fence on deciding if you guys should cop it or not, I highly recommend you guys do so and picking this controller up, because I've gone through 2 Xbox Elite controllers in the past 2 years, and the only thing that went wrong with my first Xbox Elite controller is that the grips on the controller has started to slightly peel off. Now, I actually still have my first Xbox One Elite controller here, as you guys can see. Everything works perfectly fine. The triggers work perfectly fine. The buttons work perfectly fine. The joysticks work perfectly fine. Hell, even the trigger stops work perfectly fine. The only thing that went wrong with the controller, as you guys can see, is that the grips on the back of the controller has started to slightly peel off. So I decided to pick up the new one for Black Ops 4. In doing so, I'm gonna be making a custom Xbox Elite controller settings video for you guys, so you guys know what and what not to run with your controller. Now, before I get into that, let me show you guys my sensitivities that I do use on Black Ops 4. I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering that. Now, I do run a 4:3 sensitivity when playing Black Ops 4. These are going to be the optimal sensitivity settings. I recommend you guys running 2, because I like to run a low sensitivity so I have the maximum control over my aim and accuracy within this game, and running a low sensitivity allows me to be precise with my shots, and I think you guys should definitely check this out. Now, if you guys go over to the Xbox Accessories app, you guys can manually set and adjust your settings within your Elite controller. Now, I went ahead and tried out nearly every possible setting, and I probably debunked a lot of theories you guys might have. So let's get right into that part of the video. Now, you guys can see here, I have a configuration for my profile one. Now, this is the profile that I do use for my Xbox Elite controller when playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, if you guys go over to the edit tool, you guys can see here that I have some custom button layouts for my paddles and for my stick, right stick triggers, vibration, brightness, and etc. So if you guys can see here, I run a 1 paddle controller setup for my Xbox Elite controller. The Xbox Elite paddles that I have set for my controller, I have it for my top left controller, I have it set to A, and that's all I run. I don't want to press anything else by accident, and I feel that this is going to be the best setup when running my Xbox One Elite controller, and I think this is going to be the best setup for you guys when using this controller. I think I'm the only person that runs a 1 paddle setup. I know I've mentioned this in live stream quite a few times. Some of you guys have actually taken advantage of this and used it yourselves, and you guys have seen nothing but success. But if you guys have not, learned that about me, this is what I use in my Elite controller, a 1 paddle setup. My top left paddle is the short paddle, and I have that set to A. Now, for my left stick, I have it on the default sensitivity curve. Now, I have another custom setting that I kind of want to debunk for you guys. I recommend you guys keeping this as the default setting. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because within Black Ops 4, messing with this can greatly throw off your aim assist, and it messes with the spear of motion within the game. So I recommend keeping your left stick as well as your right stick as the default sensitivity curve. I do not recommend messing with this at all. I have another custom setting that I think you guys might want to check out and see, and what you guys do not want to run, because some people might tell you to mess with it, but I'm telling you guys right now, keep these 2 as default, because if you do start to mess with the left and the right stick custom controller sensitivities within the controller itself on the Xbox One app, it will mess up in game and it will throw everything off. Now, here's what you guys want to keep in mind and listen. Now, for my triggers, I have my trigger stops enabled. You guys can see here, when I'm pressing my right trigger, I only have to press it halfway. Now, when I disable my trigger stops, I have to press it the full motion for my controller to send a signal to my console. Now you guys can see here, if I press my controller fast, sometimes it's not going to send the full signal to my console, and it's going to jam up, you know, the firing mechanism on my gun. Now, if I go ahead and put the trigger stop on, you guys can see here, it's going to be fast. It's going to be a quick motion. The controller is constantly sending it to my console, so I'm going to be able to shoot my weapon quicker. Now for my left stick, you guys can see here, it's going to be the same motion. My controller trigger stops are going to be on. I can press it as fast as I want, and the signal is going to be sending from my controller to my console at all times. Now if I disable my trigger stops, you guys can see here, it's not always going to be sending to my console, and it's going to kind of mess up. So I recommend you guys having your controller trigger stops set to on for both sides of your controller, and that's as easy as to do as just flipping this bottom switch down right there, so your controller trigger stops are on for both of your controllers. Now for my vibration, I have this set to off. I have that set off in the in-game settings. You don't have to mess with any of these settings here, because if it's set off in your in-game Call of Duty Black Ops 4 settings, it's obviously not going to send a signal to your controller and turn the rumbles on. I like my vibration off because I feel like I'm more accurate when my vibration is turned off, and I think you guys will too. Vibration settings are something you guys need to manually mess with within game. Some people like having theirs on because it has that real war effect. It feels like you're shooting a weapon, but personally, I like to keep it off because it allows me to be more accurate. Now for my brightness, I have it set off. Now I have my Xbox Elite controller always wired up, always on, because I don't like to waste money on batteries. But I feel that if you guys do not have the cable management or the cable length to actually run a wired controller setup, turn the brightness all the way down. It will allow you to keep your charge of your controller a lot longer, and it's something that you guys should definitely go ahead and check out. To quickly recap, for my left sticks, I have this set to default. For my right stick, I have this set to default. My trigger stops are always going to be on for both sides of my triggers. My vibration is off, and my brightness is all the way down. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some settings that you guys do not want to run. Now, contrary to your popular, belief, you guys might think that running left stick as your sensitivity curve as aggressive is a good idea. Now, this is technically what it would be like if you guys were to have a control freak on your controller, but I recommend you guys not messing with this at all. This throws off your aim assist a lot. Do not mess with this. Keep this on default. I highly recommend you guys keeping this on default. It's going to mess with the sphere of motion with your controller. It's going to add an insane amount of dead zone to your controller when playing Call of Duty, and this is something that you do not want to do. For your right stick, I recommend you do not putting this as aggressive. You might think running an aggressive right stick is a good idea, but I think you guys should keep it at default. It's going to have it so your controller, settings are going to be set in line with the game, and you're not going to go into having a massive dead zone on your controller. Everything else is going to be pretty much standalone and streamlined, but for these sensitivity curves, keep them at default. Do not mess with any of these. These are more for racing games. For games like Call of Duty, where you need to be precise and as accurate as possible, you need to keep this at default, because the controller settings for your console are not in line with the game, and it's going to cause you to literally lose all control over your character, and it's going to throw you off significantly. So I recommend you guys running a default profile on your controller, running it with the default button layout on your controller. It's going to make it so you're the most accurate possible. It's going to make it so your buttons are going to be responding accordingly, and you're going to be playing better in game. Hopefully this video does help you guys out. These are going to be my custom Xbox One Elite controller settings that I use for Black Ops 4. If you guys could drop a like on the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's shoot for 300 likes on this video. Also, if you have any more questions about the Xbox Elite controller, make sure to comment those down in the comment section below. It's been your boy Ears. Hopefully you guys can rip it up in game with these settings. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces. so many fucking deaths already, bro. 6 deaths, goddamn. Why do they have so many kids just in the fucking bag, dude? Like, holy shit.
Taking A.
Ready to bring the smoke.
Our attack deployed beacon is offline.
Nuketown goes live at 1 p.m., bruh. Or, yeah. Well, 10 a.m. Actually, no, 10 a.m. What the fuck am I saying? 10 a.m. Pacific. 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Clusters up. Threat neutralized.
I got my trooper.
Standing by.
It's. Oh my god, dog. Oh, chopper saved me. Thank you. There we go. Got the strike team.
Securing A.
Oh my god, no, no.
Destroyed your attack chopper. Dropped.
All locations locked down.
Bruh.
Tactical beacon online.
Losing A.
Clusters ready.
Losing A.
No, the quad event, the quad XP event is going live tomorrow on the 21st. Nuketown goes live today in 2 hours. Actually, less than 2 hours. There you go, gunship.
Gunship available for tasking.
Oh, they got a full team. Hell yeah. Go jump. Back C. Call the sun.
Losing Alpha.
Cluster grenade. Joy. Tango down.
Oh my god, look at my strike team
Back
just
off.
go
Battery
the fuck
requesting
off, bro.
gunship tasking.
Holy fuck. Where the fuck are they spawning at? Oh shit.
That's kind of losing Bravo. Man down. Splash. That's kind of
Damn.
player in place.
Look at this fucking lobby, bruh.
Losing A. Supplies. First come, first served. Friendly tac deployed beacon offline.
Cluster grenade going out.
Mission goals are in sight. Bring this home.
Yeah, there's a kid backseat.
Halftime.
There we go. Ah, man.
Objectives.
Yeah, double XP is tomorrow. It's not today.
Ready to bring the smoke.
Alpha locked down.
Oh shoot.
We have the advantage. Enemy has C. Secure.
Going loud.
Losing B.
I really got no kills with my fucking war machine. Wow.
Cluster grenades, GTG. Eject shack.
Running a 4-3. 4-3 sensitivity.
Tactical beacon planted.
Brothers, get out of the spawn.
Enemy UAV above. Friendly tactical beacon offline.
That's a kill.
Strike team.
Profit request instruct team reinforced secure. Maintain current posture.
Cluster's ready.
Losing A.
Wait, why did we just 3-cap? Oh goddamn, that's annoying. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you?
MTC expended. Cyclone 3-1 bugging out.
Damn, that's actually hella annoying that we just 3-capped. Fuck, that sucks.
Gunship awaiting orders.
Losing B.
That's a kill.
That's my fucking strike team. Where the hell are you? Oh, mid. Man, the gunship is just too nice on this map, bro. I'm telling you right now, the gunship is fucking beautiful on this map.
Losing B. Losing A.
Shooter.
Lost A.
Ruin neutralized.
Taking A.
Tango down.
Am I full? Yeah. Come on, folks. You're not.
Dead.
Do not take fucking. I'm on a brutal.
All locations secured.
What the
Hold your
fuck?
Cluster's ready.
Bruh.
position.
My game lags, bro.
Let's go
I'm like about to get a nuclear, my game lags. Wow, that's annoying. Oh well.